Captain Kim stood tall as the alien ship landed. The massive craft gleamed in the sun as it settled on the open field outside Seoul. Earth's first contact with aliens was about to begin. "Stay calm," Kim told his soldiers. "Let Dr. Han do the talking." Dr. Han nodded and stepped forward, clutching her translator device. Her heart raced, but her face showed no fear. The alien ship's door opened with a hiss. 3 tall beings walked out. They had blue-gray skin and 4 arms. Their eyes were large and black. They wore shiny suits that seemed to glow. "Welcome to Earth," Dr. Han said with a smile. The tallest alien looked down at her. "I am Representative Knox of the HFY Federation. We rule over 7 star systems. We are honored to meet you," Dr. Han replied. "We hope to learn from each other." Knox made a strange sound. The other aliens copied it. Captain Kim realized they were laughing. "Learn? From you?" Knox waved his 4 arms around. "Your kind barely reached your own moon. We have crossed galaxies." Captain Kim's face stayed calm, but his eyes narrowed slightly. Dr. Han continued smiling. "We may surprise you," she said. The aliens were given a tour of Earth's main city. They saw farms, factories, and schools. The whole time, they made comments about how simple humans were. At the United Earth Defense Building, Admiral Taeho showed them some basic ships and weapons. "This is your military." Knox laughed again. "Our smallest scout ship could destroy your entire fleet." Admiral Taeho only nodded. "Perhaps. We are a peaceful people." What the aliens didn't see were the hidden bases. They didn't see the advanced weapons labs deep underground. They didn't see the true size of Earth's fleet hiding on the far side of the moon. Captain Kim had made sure of that. Later, at the peace talks, Representative Knox made his offer. "The HFY Federation will protect Earth. In return, you will give us half of your water, metals, and land." President Lee looked shocked. "That seems very one-sided." "It is fair," Knox said. "Your military is weak. Without our protection, other aliens might take everything." "We need time to think," President Lee said. "You have 3 days," Knox replied. "Then we return with our fleet for your answer." After the aliens left, Earth's real leaders gathered in a secret room. "They think we're weak," Captain Kim said. "Good," replied Admiral Taeho with a small smile. "Let them think that." Dr. Han looked worried. "They have advanced technology, and we have something they don't expect," said President Lee. He pressed a button on the table. A hidden screen appeared, showing thousands of ships and weapons Earth had kept secret for years. "Activate Defense Protocol Omega," President Lee ordered. "If they want war, we'll show them humanity's true power." Captain Kim nodded. "Go." The quiet Special Forces leader stepped from the shadows. "My team is ready," Go said softly. As they prepared, Earth's citizens went about their normal lives, unaware that first contact had gone badly. Unaware that the aliens who laughed at humans would soon learn a hard lesson. The HFY would return in 3 days. Earth would be ready. 3 months passed since the aliens left. Earth was busy. Very busy. President Lee stood in the war room. Large screens showed Earth's defenses coming to life. Hidden ships moved into position. Secret weapons powered up. "Are we ready?" President Lee asked. Colonel G nodded. "The orbital platforms are fully armed. The enemy won't see them until it's too late." On the main screen, tiny dots appeared at the edge of the solar system. The HFY fleet had arrived. "They sent scout ships," said Colonel J. "Just as we expected." Engineer Park smiled. She was small but had a big brain. For years, she had built weapons no one knew about. Now they would be used. "Let the scouts see only what we want them to see," President Lee ordered. The scout ships flew past Mars. They scanned Earth's defenses. They saw only a few small ships and basic weapons. What they didn't see were the true defenses, hidden by special technology Engineer Park had created. Scout Commander Zyle laughed as he reported back to the Jaxari fleet. These humans are even weaker than we thought. They have barely prepared any defenses. Admiral Vex, leader of the Jaxari fleet, smiled with his thin blue lips. This will be the easiest conquest in our history. Meanwhile, Captain Kim met with General Siok at the main Earth base. The Jaxari took our bait, Captain Kim said. They think we're defenseless. General Siok nodded. He had fought many battles on Earth before nations united. His face had scars that told stories of war. Pride blinds them, he said. It will be their downfall. Across Earth, soldiers said goodbye to their families. They didn't tell them about the coming battle. They just hugged them tight. In his lab, Dr. Han studied the aliens' technology from their first visit. I found something, he told Admiral Tayo over the secure line. Their shields have a weakness. They can't block our new kinetic weapons. Admiral Tayo smiled. Excellent work. In space, Colonel G watched as the Jaxari fleet moved closer. Over 100 alien ships, all bigger than Earth's largest vessel. At least, that's what the aliens thought. Hidden fleet reporting ready, said a voice over the radio. Defense platforms armed and waiting, said another. Colonel J looked at the small picture of his family on his control panel. For Earth, he whispered. President Lee appeared on screens across the planet. People stopped and watched, confused. They didn't know about the aliens yet. Citizens of Earth, President Lee said, I must tell you something important. We are not alone in the universe. We have met aliens called the Jaxari. They do not come in peace. Gasps filled the streets. People looked up at the sky with fear. But do not be afraid, President Lee continued. For generations, we have prepared for this day. Our true military strength has been hidden, even from you. Today, we reveal it to protect our home. In orbit, the Jaxari fleet approached Earth. Admiral Vex smiled at the small human ships that came to meet them. Pathetic, he said. Destroy them and begin the invasion. The first Jaxari ships fired. Their shots passed through empty space. The human ships they saw weren't real. Then, all across the solar system, Earth's hidden defenses activated. The real battle was about to begin. Admiral Vex's jaw dropped. Where there had been empty space, now hundreds of human ships appeared. Earth's hidden fleet was massive. Impossible, he shouted. The scouts saw nothing like this. On Earth's main battleship, Admiral Tayo spoke calmly into his radio. All ships, follow Battle Plan Delta. Fighter squadrons, launch now. Lieutenant Choi led the first wave of fighters. Her small, fast ships moved in ways the aliens had never seen before. They didn't fly in straight lines. They spun, twisted, and changed direction instantly. Their computers can't track our movements, Lieutenant Choi told her pilots. Use that to your advantage. The Jaxari ships fired their big weapons, but hit almost nothing. The human ships were too fast, too unpredictable. What is happening? Admiral Vex screamed. They are just humans. Primitive humans. His second-in-command looked worried. Sir, they are not primitive. We were wrong. From Mars orbit, Colonel J activated the hidden defense platforms. Giant guns appeared from under the red planet's surface. They fired special bullets that moved nearly at light speed. 3 Jaxari ships exploded before they could react. Admiral Vex slammed his 4 fists on his control panel. Enough games. All ships target Earth directly. We will make them surrender by threatening their cities. The Jaxari fleet moved toward Earth. That was exactly what Admiral Tayo wanted. Now, he said into his radio. Major Yoon and his boarding teams launched from hidden bases on the moon. Their small ships were invisible to Jaxari sensors. They attached to the hulls of the alien ships and cut their way inside. At the same time, Go and his special team approached the main Jaxari command ship. They carried Engineer Park's new weapon, a device that could pass through Jaxari shields as if they weren't there. We have one shot at this, Go told his team. Get me to the engine room. On the human flagship, Admiral Tejo watched the battle unfold. The humans were taking losses too. 20 ships destroyed. Hundreds of brave men and women lost. But the Jaxeri were losing much more. Sir, a young officer said to Admiral Tejo, Admiral Vex is sending a message. Vex's angry face appeared on the screen. What trickery is this? You hid your true strength. This is not honorable. Admiral Tejo smiled slightly. You came to conquer us without provocation. You threatened our people. Where is the honor in that? Inside the Jaxeri command ship, Go's team fought their way through surprised alien guards. The aliens were physically stronger, but Go's team was better trained. They moved like shadows, striking fast and moving on. The engine room is ahead, one of Go's soldiers whispered. Go nodded and readied the special weapon. For Earth, he said quietly. Outside, the space battle raged. Lieutenant Choi's fighters destroyed Jaxeri ships much larger than their own. Major Yoon's boarding parties captured 3 alien vessels intact. Admiral Vex watched in horror as his fleet fell apart. These humans were not primitive. They were deadly, and they had been ready all along. Retreat, he finally ordered. All ships retreat. But it was too late. Go had reached the engine room of the command ship. The tide of battle had turned. Go placed Engineer Park's device on the engine room wall of the Jaxeri command ship. It beeped 3 times, then glowed blue. The alien shields around the engine core flickered and died. Device active, Go reported through his radio. Moving to Phase 2. Instead of destroying the ship, Go's team began downloading the Jaxeri computer files. They found something important. Admiral Tejo, Go called. We have proof. Admiral Vex lied to his own people about us. He told the Jaxeri Council that humans were dangerous animals who needed to be controlled. On his flagship, Admiral Tejo nodded. This changes things. Dr. Han, can you open a direct channel to the Jaxeri Council? Dr. Han had been working with captured Jaxeri officers. They had helped him understand their communication systems. I can try, he said, but we need a stronger signal. President Lee made a quick decision. Use the moon-based transmitter. Full power. Outside, the battle continued. The remaining Jaxeri ships tried to flee, but Earth's fleet followed them. Lieutenant Choi's fighters disabled ship after ship without destroying them. We don't need to kill them all, Admiral Tejo had ordered. Show mercy when possible. On the Jaxeri homeworld, Council Elder Mox was surprised when a human face appeared on the main communication screen. I am Dr. Han of Earth, the human said. We have discovered that Admiral Vex has not been honest with you. Dr. Han showed the Council the true records from Vex's ship. How he had planned to take Earth's resources all along. How he had hidden the truth about humans being peaceful. Elder Mox's face showed shock, then anger. This attack was not approved by the Council. Meanwhile, Admiral Vex had moved to a smaller ship when Go captured his command vessel. He was desperate and angry. I will not be defeated by primitive apes, he shouted. Target their largest cities with all remaining weapons. But before his ships could fire, a new message came through. It was Elder Mox. Admiral Vex, you are ordered to cease all hostile actions immediately, Elder Mox said, his voice cold. You have violated Council law by attacking a peaceful species. They are not peaceful, Vex shouted. Look at their military. A military they used only after you threatened them, Elder Mox replied. A military that has shown restraint and mercy even in victory. Admiral Tejo joined the conversation. We do not want war with the Jaxeri Federation. We only want peace and respect. 1 week later, Admiral Vex stood trial before the Jaxeri Council and representatives from Earth. Captain Kim and Dr. Han watched as he was sentenced to exile for his crimes. Elder Mox bowed to the humans. We misjudged your species. We saw your kindness as weakness. We did not understand that the truly strong do not need to boast about their power. President Lee nodded. We learned long ago that peace is preferred, but readiness is necessary. A peace treaty was signed. The Jaxari Federation and Earth became allies. Other alien races who had been watching now approached humans with new respect. Captain Kim smiled as he watched new Jaxari visitors tour Earth, this time with wonder instead of mockery in their eyes. They finally see us clearly, Dr. Han said, standing beside him. Yes, Captain Kim replied. They no longer laugh at humans.